Right, but that's our, that's how you pick those. Next would be, you get, their stuff. I'll tell you how the dual race works now. Let me just get these all set up. Zakar, the L1Z1X Mindnet. They got the Yin Brotherhood. SAR. Got the Embers of Muad. And they got the Sardak Nor. Those are the 6 races we are playing with. I will explain all the races in the next video. I'm just going to get this game going, and in the next video I will explain all the races. So, basically, for those of you who don't know how to play at all, you get the special abilities of whatever race you pick. They all affect differently. The Zakar, it says, when executing the secondary ability of diplomacy strategy, you get strategy cards. What they all say 1 through 8, I'll explain them later, but they will be getting played. Normally when you do strategy cards, there's a primary ability on it and a secondary ability of it. The primary ability only affects the person that plays that card. Everyone else follows the secondary. So when they play the secondary ability, they may execute the primary instead of the diplomacy card. So that's pretty good. And immediately after a political card has been drawn and read aloud, you may spend 1 command counter from your strategy allocation, which is this. I'll explain that in a bit. That causes that card to be cancelled and to force another political card to be drawn. So basically, if it's a law that he doesn't like, he can spend a strategy allocation to pick the next one, pretty much. And his opponents get -1 on all combat rolls in the first round of combat of all space battles and invasion combat. So they're pretty good. They make people weaker. And the clan of SAR, they get a trade good every time they acquire a new planet. They get their space star. Oh wow, I didn't know that. Oh crap, my ability. The last game was kinda, the ghost got screwed because I had the clan of SAR with them and they weren't getting a trade good for every planet. Oops. Oh well. Yeah, I'm running out of time, so their space dogs get a movement of 1, but they're always in space, and they can't be alone, and they can fulfill objectives without a home system, which is really good, because you need objectives to win the game. The Embers of Muad, they start with a War Sun, so they're ridiculous. Their War Suns have a base movement of 1, which gets to 2 when they get Deep Space Cannon, which is a technology. They spend a command counter from their strategy to get 2 free fighters or a free destroyer in any place containing a War Sun or space dock, and they move through supernovas. The L1Z1X Mindnet, their dreadnoughts cost 4. They get +1 during space battles. Their dreadnoughts get +1 on space battles, and their ground forces get +1 on combat invasion. They get an extra command counter in their strategy. The Sardak Nor, I already told you, they get +1 on all combat rolls, which is really good. And then with the Yin Brotherhood, they get, before invasion, you may roll 1 die. If you get 5+, your opponent loses 1 ground force and you gain 1. So that's pretty good. For second round of space battle, you may discard a cruiser or destroyer to inflict 1 hit on one of their ships. And once per turn, as an action, you may place a control marker on an unexhausted planet you control. Till the end of the round, its influence and resource values are reversed. So that is all for now. I will be back in a bit to explain more.